Hey YouTube, Berryhill BBQ, bringing you a Prime Brisket. I'm going to do this on my battle box with Fire and Smoke Society lump charcoal and oak wood. Come join me. So yeah, I just laid this out to show you guys what I was going to do. It's already trimmed, so I'm not going to do much other than remove this harder fat from the underside. This isn't competition cooking, and you probably never see me do that, so I'm just going to clean it up a little bit and do it. I'm using Fire and Smoke Society charcoal, which I've used before. I actually have changed my opinion on this charcoal a lot. I like it. It lights fast and burns well. But the bottom third of the bag was full of dust, so take that for what you will. So this is a 125% sped up video of me trimming the brisket a bit. I'm sure you guys have seen videos of trimming up whole packer briskets. I definitely recommend you check those videos out if you're trying to do that. If you don't want to go to those links or can't, you can just pay a bit more and get a pre-trimmed brisket from places. You may have to do a little work, but it's significantly less than you would have to do to a whole packer. I actually do have a whole packer brisket in my freezer that I found as a really good deal, and we'll be cooking this in the near future. Probably gonna split it in two, but I'll tell you more about that in a bit. In short, just trying to remove all this hard fat. One thing I would definitely encourage is to be very careful about where you put your fingers when you're doing this work. I have nearly sliced my finger off going through some fat and ending up in the side of my index finger, so just be very careful, follow that old adage, never cut towards yourself, and just be very conscious of what you're doing. Don't always do this. Usually I'm a salt and pepper kind of guy. I think that's really easy to do. I've been using a rub of half McCormick seasoning and half black pepper. This sort of serves as a similar to Texas style rub. I'm probably gonna get killed for saying that, but it works for me and I think it does really well. You can see where this thing was butchered and cut in half there. Thankfully it didn't really hurt the brisket in the end. There wasn't really a need to cut that off, so I'm happy with it, other than, how it looks. So I should mention in this that one of the struggles is learning to shoot correctly while cooking, and I thought I was doing this correctly with this GoPro on my chest. Turns out most of the shots I got were crotch shots, so I've edited those out because you probably don't want to see them. A lot of my image quality in this is really poor because the GoPro is old, so I'm learning what I can and can't do. This is obviously with my cell phone, and I think in the future I'll probably do most of my videos on the cell phone. It's just a real big pain to retrieve video off the iPhone, and it's a bit of a pain to maneuver it while doing, work on the grill and all that. Try to be quick and efficient, not let too much heat out. So yeah, throwing it on this battle box about midway down, threw my Flame Boss probe in there. Still not using a fan on the outside, waiting on an adapter to come in. This cook was 250 degrees for about 8 hours, 9 hours. Towards the end of it, I ramped it to 275. Towards the end of it, I ramped to 275 degrees Fahrenheit to speed it up. I got tired of waiting. It was near 11:30 at night or 12, so, time to get it done. Here's my temperature readout for the Flame Boss. As you can see, it's pretty steady and I'm really grateful for it. The video I tried to take of me removing the brisket from the grill at night turned out very poor because of the lighting, and that is a situation I'm trying to work on. I don't want to put too much work into the lighting in my basement right now because eventually I'm going to have this grill moved outside. Until that happens, I'm kind of struggling with it. So finding out what works and what doesn't work is kind of part of these early videos, and I'll get better at it in the near future. As you can see in this video, the quality is pretty poor, and this is when I've gone back to the GoPro. I ended up wrapping this in butcher paper to speed it up and try to prevent it drying out, and it worked pretty well. It's always a bit of a pain to remove because it's all greasy at the end, but you're usually happy you have it because, well, your brisket doesn't dry out. I didn't get much good footage of me cutting this up. I'll do better in the future. Overall, the brisket turned out really well. It came apart easy, it was moist. I was starving at this point, so it was definitely good. I've only used oak a handful of times, and after this cook, I will definitely be prone to use it more. Thank you for watching. In the next video, I hope to bring you a Packer brisket that I'm going to split into the flat and the point and cook them separately and see how that works. It'll be a first for me, and it's a bit strange, but we'll see how it turns out, and I hope to see you guys then. Thank you for watching.